Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up. Bye up. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, yes, indubitably, I felt that if for no other reason, I should answer Dubs back. Responding. Response time. Orale. In a menudo style direct fashion, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Man, who has it the hardest in prison? So I was just scrolling. I've been searching. Orale, ese. I've been searching. I was searching. You know what I mean? I was searching through YouTubes and, I tripped out. When I came to my boy Duz, man, usually we're on the same page. We're on the same note. We're in the same book. So I was scared. Hey, we know the same ending. But at the same time, I was looking at his last content, his last video, and I have to differ, Dubs. Spensa on la tira. 4-yard y todo. I know you're a fucking hardcore villain, but I have to differentiate the story a little bit. I have to say, Chales, Holmes. In his video, he said that the Southsiders have it the worst in prison. Okay, I say Chales. I say everybody has it hard in prison. I say from the top to the bottom, the Africanos, the Norteños, the Southsiders, fuck it, the residents, even the Chirujo on the other yards that are fucking over there having it their way, right? They even have it hard. And I'm gonna tell you why they have it hard, gente. They have it hard because they're in prison. Anybody that's in prison, Spensa, I'm in the carro, con un pinche like flaco, you know what I mean? I'm in the carro. I'm on vacation. But trip out, I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, I said, oh, pow, I had to do it. I have to say everybody has it hard. I mean, prison is prison. You might think, some groups have it a little bit harder than others. Being a Norteño, I know the struggle was real. I know always being short in numbers, the rigorous fucking máquina, all the rules and regulations and everything that goes into it makes it hard and makes it rough for the individual. But I think prison is rough, period. Plain and simple. I think anybody that goes to prison has it tough. I think anybody that goes to prison is going to follow the rules. Now, politics are going to be politics. They're always going to play themselves out. Different groups adhere to different things, and that's just the way it is, man. I'm sorry, the Spensa en la tira. That's just the way it is. You want to be a Norteño? Máquina time. Roll that fucking mattress tight. If you want to be a Southsider, ¿sabes qué? You will get chequeada if you fuck up. You want to be a white guy? Hey, ¿sabes qué? Sprinkle them in. You know what I mean? The horseplay is real. You know what I mean? Con un pinch butts y todo. But the white boys ain't playing. Definitely everybody has rules. The Africano brothers, a little bit looser, but at the same time, man, they have it hard too. Like I said, he said the Southsiders have it rough because there's always a lot of internal confrontation. They fear nobody. According to Dubs, they fear nobody. They don't view anyone as their enemiga. They don't see the opposition as the opposition. They just see them as vatos that are there. And if they pose a threat, well, then they could dance underwater, and not get wet. Oh, paru. But at the same time, everybody poses a threat. At one point in time, if there's guerra, there's guerra. If there's war, there's war. Anybody can get it. That's the mentality in there. Every man is trying to be tougher than the next man. Every man is trying to fucking put on for theirs. Everyone's trying to get out. So that's the hardship right there. So it's tough. It's hard. It's hard being an active gang member. It's hard being a fucking man in prison because the hardships are you don't see your familia. Fucking if the lockdown situation is real, oh, it is real. Spence, I'm sitting in a parking lot at some fucking casino. Trip out. So, it's just, it just will be like that sometimes. People think that, you go into prison and just because you're from some group and you guys are deeper than others, that makes it easier. Chales, Holmes. That'll make it easier. You know what it makes it? It makes it real. It makes it real. Sometimes when you're the deepest group, all eyes on you. Everybody is tripping because everybody knows that you pose the biggest threat in there. The more manpower you got, the more soldados you got. That means, Sasuke, more motherfuckers is looking at you, more targets. You start to become a target because everyone's saying, okay, I got that one, Sasuke, hey, yeah, you. What? You got, yeah, get that one. What the Sasuke? I thought you had that one. No, you had that one too. Sasuke, why can't we get them together? Nah, Charlie, you got them. You know what I mean? That's how they play the game. But the hardship is real in prison. For anybody that's incarcerated, anyone that's ever been there and knows, it's a hard thing. You know, it's hard to be away from your family. It's hard to be getting them letters from your old lady talking about last night, Sasuke, your homeboy came by to pick that up. Well, what did he pick up? You know what he picked up, right? Sasuke, and it's a cold situation because deep down inside you know what he picked up, but you ain't trying to hear what he picked up. Bang, bang, you know what I mean? All you got to remember is not to pick up the soap. Let that motherfucker, if that motherfucker falls in the drain, that's it, leave it there. Orale, bye-bye, lever 2000. And that's just the way it is. Now, I remember, you know, in some spots, the Norteños being the shortest group, you know, not having a lot of numbers, it was ugly. It was an ugly situation. Administration seemed to put us in the bind. They seemed to put us in no man's land, Holmes. Orale, Chucky, get up. They seemed to put us where they knew we were going to have the most, there was going to be the most friction for us, the most animosity going on, the most trouble. But at the same time, we persevered. We bounced back on them. We double backed on them, right? And eventually what happened was the administration started to recognize the Norteños as a fucking very vile and vicious group and someone not to be played with. So they started to pay attention, you know, and when they start to pay attention, that makes time even harder because now they start to validate you. They start to fucking look at you some type of way. They start to carry a big stick and use that motherfucker around you, right? As far as the Southsiders go, yes, I know they got a lot of internal confliction amongst their own. You know, everyone's always trying to take out the trash. Everyone's always trying to clean up the yarda. So I could understand them being deeper. It seems like it's a lot more trash or a lot more things going on. But at the same time, being a very well-respected group, they pretty much carry themselves with that professionalism and that respect. So the way I see it is everybody is on equal footings. Everybody is in equal standings, whether it be the Africano brothers, Crips, Bloods, Sangres, Kumis, Jamas, Muslims, fucking non-affiliates, whether it be the white boys, the skinheads, the Woods, the fucking, or the Chirujos even. Everybody's in the same, got to their fucking foothold in that yard, right? Everyone that's established for a long time and the foundation is set, well, those are all hardships. They've had to all go through a struggle to maintain that piece of that yarda. So, looking at fucking Dub's video, I said to myself, yeah, I can see where he says the Southsiders have it bad. They do. Hell yeah, they do. Norteños have it bad too. The Bulldogs have it bad. You know what I mean? Think about the perros. Nobody likes them. Sasuke, they can't get by, motherfucker, one time for their mind, but you know what? They still stand strong in what they truly believe in, which is their cause and their effect. You know what I mean? And their effect affects that cause. And that's just how it be like. So, you know, looking at that video, I had to respond to Dubs. I had to say, you know what, Dubs? Spence on the tira, Holmes, but you're wrong this time, Missy. You know, Mr. Always Right. Mr. I'm too Mr. What's cracking, right? Charlie Holmes, I always agree with Dubs, but today I'm going to agree to disagree, right? I'm going to agree with myself to disagree with Dubs. I'm not saying that he's not a righteous individual and his fucking, his take on it isn't right because he is part right. So you got part right, Dubs, only part, right? And I think I got part right too, but my part is the bigger part. The bigger part says, every single man on that yard, whether it be the CEOs, the people that are incarcerated, everyone has it rough and everyone has it hard, man. It's hard to go to a place like a 4-yard, a 3-yard, a 2-yard, even a fucking 1-yard, where they're fucking, I don't know what they're doing on the 1-yard. I can't, maybe it ain't that bad, right? Either way, we'll ask C-Mac when he gets out. Either way, people are going through the motions. They're going through hardships. You know, they're being told, you know, that their children are growing up without them. They're being told that their jefita has passed away. They're being told that their homeboy boned their old lady 3 times in 1 week. They're being told, you know what I mean, Sasuke, that fucking they're not serving chicken tonight. You know what I mean? I feel like chicken. Sasuke, we're not serving it tonight. You're not serving it tonight, right? That's just how it is. That's prison. What can you do, Isse? You better fucking go back and eat a sopita one time for your mind. Bussin'. And that's just what it be. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, prison is prison, and it's always going to be like that. And anyone thinks that one group has it harder than others, man. I think that's showing bias. I think that's showing a mentality or a propensity, man, to perpetuate a slim bias. Okay. Now, in Dubs' favor, I will say that he has done a lot of time, 24 years plus, shoes, 4 yards, Pelican Bays, things of that nature. You know, where the motherfucking Warriors roam. Oh, they pull up and pop Curry, right? Straight Warriors. So he knows a little bit about a lot of it, but at the same time, I'll say that his take as far as the Southsiders having it the roughest or having it the hardest in prison, I don't agree with. Again, like I said, man, Dubs is my partner. That's my boy. I'm going to call him after this shit and tell him, hey, man, I had to let it go on you, fool. He's going to be like, oh, fool, what'd you use? I said 3. I used to throw away. Don't even trip, allegedly, right? I had to let it go because when I watch videos, man, I listen for actual factuals. I listen for confirmed stories. I listen to things that I can grasp, that I could recognize as being real, and I say, okay, that's cool. And with Dubs' story, Dubs' video, absolutely that's the case. The Southsiders do have it bad. They do go through the motions with each other, man. You got to understand, they got a lot of that street gang mentality. Then they go in there, man, and the politics deem them to have to do other things, right, for other people. I mean, that's just the way it is. So yeah, them being so deep and not seeing anyone else as a potential threat, they start to cannibalize each other and focus on each other. Well, guess what, Dubs? The Norteños do the same damn thing. In fact, the Norteños do it with only 5 guys on the yard. 3 of them must go if they're not up to par, right? Talk about hardships, right? The Africano brothers, man, they have it hard. They have it hard because, man, imagine going to a place like Susanville, being an Africano brother, man. You already know that's 2 strikes against you, man. Most of the COs, most of the correction officers that are there have a bias. They have a prejudice towards someone of a darker skin color, man. So it could be rough for people like them in Susanville, High Desert, you know, anywhere out in the country. Hey, this is the country, yes, you know what I mean? Yes. Hey, brother, it's the country, right? And it can get ugly sometimes. Now, as far as the white guys, man, they're always up shit creek with half a paddle, man, and don't even know how to row the boat, right? And when they get to certain places and they see the Mexicans and the Africano brothers deep, man, they already know the hardships are going to be real. They already know, man, they're going to be looked at as that white man, that could come up short. Now, the Asians and the Usos, I think they have it a little bit better than others because they're able to fraternize and kick it with everyone. But again, man, prison is prison. And like I said, the hardships are going to do what they does, right? Because it was, right? In a menudo style, a direct fashion. Now, as far as the Norteños and the Bulldogs and everybody, same motherfucking coin, different side. Or the heads, tails. No, we want heads. Well, fuck that. We want heads. We're deeper. You know what I mean? Tails. And that's just it. It never fails, right? You guys got to get stuck with what you get stuck with. And that's just how the fucking game goes. Now, I listened to that whole video and some of the key points that he hit on, man. I said, you know what? That ain't even allegedly. That's menudo style in a direct fashion. They were real. They were real, man. And someone the caliber of Dubs, the knowledge, who's been there and done that, I have to respect it. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Dubs a straight G. You don't want to fuck with a G, right? You can't deny the fact. But at the same time, gente, what you got to understand is there's going to always be different perspectives, different takes on different things. So my take on his video, my response to Dubs, I'm talking to you, you can't beat me in dancing. You can't beat me in this. Look at, you can't beat me. You can't win, Dubs. Órale pues, right? Is I don't agree with everything he said, man. I agree with my brother being a righteous dude, man. That's my partner, right? But I don't agree with the Southsiders having it the roughest or the toughest, you know. I agree that they're a very dangerous group. I agree that they go through some shit just like everyone else. I agree whatever goes on in their politics and their rules, I don't know about, man, because I was not functioning on that side of the yada. And I agree they're dangerous motherfuckers and you don't want to be on that side of the yada. But what I do not agree with is the fact that they have it harder than anyone else. I don't believe the Norteños have it harder, the Bulldogs, the Southsiders, the fucking whoever you made, the Billy Badasses, the fucking GBGs, or well, actually, they're happy over there. You know what I mean? Leave them where they're at. I don't believe anyone has it harder than everybody in general. I believe everybody. Spencer, I almost fucking, you know what I mean? Drop my phone. You know what I mean? It'd be like that. Leave that like motherfucking soap. That motherfucker drops. I'm going to leave it where I found it, right? This guy ain't bending over to pick that up. There's too many fucking weirdos around here. But you understand where I'm coming from. You know, so I had to respond. I had to let it be known on that side of the fence that, yeah, Dubs, I don't agree. I agree to a certain extent. That people do have it rough, and maybe the Southsiders do, but at the same time, nah. No rougher than any other man, any other grown man. Now, as far as certain fucking rules that they have to adhere to and things that they have to do. You know, I can't call her like an alcoholic, man. At the end of the day, I can't paint where there ain't. You know what I mean? I can't fucking give you that knowledge because I never went to college. I can't give you that knowledge because like I said, I wasn't on that side of the yard, so I wasn't having to hear what they were going through. But at the same time, I know that what I was going through, I know all the shit that people were putting it down. I know everything that was happening. So I will tell you that we were going through our struggles as well, you know. And you think about the northern struggle, man, formed out of oppression, you know, hinted that fucking have always been looked at as off-brand or busters or sodbusters or fameros or looked at in a lesser than. You know, we've been struggling. The struggle was real, right? We were our organization, our whole cause was founded on struggle, right? On hardships. So to say that fucking we don't have it as hard in prison as anyone else, man, that'd be frivolous, and there's no merit to that, man. And the Afrikanos brothers the same way, man. You know, they're looked at a certain way in society as well as in prison, man. The shit don't stop, the shit don't change, man. There's a lot of bias and a lot of prejudice towards them. So I have to say, man, with being a righteous individual, man, and having that black and brown love, orale whites, I got you, I sprinkle you in, right? That I just don't agree. I believe that everybody goes through a certain element of fucking hardships, whether some are harder than others. At the end of the day, man, it's all hard for everyone else. So when the question is poised and asked and answered by Dubs, that the Southsiders have it the hardest, I say chales. I say everybody does. And I say everybody's going to maintain to the best of their capabilities when they hit that yard. You know, what does it matter, really? What does it matter? Ask yourself that, gente. Hey, we got it harder than you. No, we got it harder than you. No, we got it harder than you. Palo, your old lady got it harder than you. I guarantee that, right? Or maybe she did it. Maybe you were sold up with someone who gave it to you harder. Either way, you know what I mean? Somebody won and somebody lost. On paro, right? I don't agree with the fact that motherfuckers are doing the most and doing more than anyone else. You know, I know there's a lot of fucking stigma. There's a lot of, you know, you ask anybody. If you ask a Crip who has a heart, he's going to say, we do, cuz. You ask a Sangre, he's going to say, on paro. You know, you ask a Norteño, he's going to say, you know what it is. You know what I mean? Yay! You ask a motherfucker Southside, he's going to say, ugum. You know what I mean? And the white boys, you know what I mean? The white man marches on. And you ask the Asians, they don't give a fuck anyways, because they're just trying to eat that noodle one time, cat. Right? And that's just what it is. But I believe that just being incarcerated, just being away from your gente, just being away from the streets, not advancing, you know, in your movements and your technology and everything that's going on, that you will really definitely feel that hardships, you know. Some people like prison. Some people don't even think they got it hard. They're like, shit, Sasuke, it's better than what I was going through. I was going through the rats, the roaches, the shiesty approaches. Vatos were telling on me left and right. So I'm glad I'm in here. And then they go in there and they get stabbed 100 times and they're like, I wish I was out. You know what I mean? If they make it. You got to fake it to make it, I guess, sometimes. Anyways, that was just my response to Dubs. I had to put it out. There's no animosity, no friction. Like I said, I'll beat him at dancing. I'll beat him at romancing. What's up, Dub? Right? What's up with it, my boy? But at the same time, I had to respond because I don't agree with his perspective on it, his take. But then again, man, I don't disagree either in saying that I know the Southsiders do have it hard too. I just don't believe one group other than, you know, any other group has it harder. Anyways, with that being said, man, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about rock the boat, orale, Elia. You know what I mean? Fuck R. Kelly. You see where he's at? 30 plus. Hey, AJ number to number. But it's a number, you know what I mean? With that being said, hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you continue to struggle for your familia and do what you do, man. The hardships are real out here just like they are in prison. These, my gente, are the hardships that I'm worried about. So, okay, at this point in time, I'm on vacation, so the hardship ain't that bad. But I know when I get back, straight go back to work, the hardship's going to be real. With that being said, man, hit that like and that subscribe if you fuck with your boy one time. That thumbs up, man. I fucks with you. Do you fuck with me? Right? If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Here is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the unity of all raza, bringing all the people together and giving you the actual factuals, man. Giving you the facts on and my perspective and my take on what I truly believe. Like I said, man, Dubs is my boy, man. He hit it on the head, but he just didn't drive that nail all the way in. I think I did. With that being said, man, I'm going to do it pushing. Sasuke, I got money to win. I'm going to go hit this casino one time for my mind. Bang, bang. Sasuke, and I ain't a rich Mexican. I'm a broke Mexican, so I really needs the money. Bang, bang. The gun.